Hello. So I'm sure I look super crazy, but that's okay because I'm totally crying and I don't look so great and I don't want people to hear me crying. But I feel like this is such an important part of my transformation, and it's sort of what I struggle with, and it's just like really hitting me tonight. This last month, about a month ago, I don't know how long it's been, but around my birthday, I decided to go to Utah because I want to spend time with my friend and see my mom's side of the family, and they're all in Utah. I'm really gonna regret I don't have makeup on. And then I broke out right below my eyebrow. So anyway, going to my aunt and uncle's house in Utah was super special for me. And also seeing my cousin Bonnie, being able to catch up with her and talk to her. And because there's just certain memories and feelings that I have been missing for a really long time. Oh, sorry, Kelly. I don't need everybody to see the organization. So, going back and seeing everybody was super healing for me. And once I came back to the East Coast, to be honest, it was really hard, and I was only in Utah for like 2 days. I haven't been back since my mom passed away, and Utah used to be super hard for me to go. I didn't really go back till she passed away. She wasn't in Utah the whole time, but the relationship between my parents has been difficult. Then she remarried just before her cancer started getting really bad, and the guy was not that great. And so I lost all that weight. My dad had been diagnosed with cancer, and I used to be Big Daddy's girl. And I just saw where our family was at, and I just saw everything. It just felt like everything was going to keep going downhill. Like I refused to see the decline of my family. And so, I pushed myself so hard, and I am going to make a video of how I did all of that. But it was not easy. And not only was it not easy, it was absolutely miserable losing all that weight that fast. I don't recommend it. But it helped me cope with everything else that was going on in my life at the time. And which was not making a lot of money, trying to figure myself out. I was 23 and I was about to turn 24, and just struggling with school, and because of my confidence, not because of me being able to, if you can believe it or not, I used to really stutter. I had so much, because I felt like everything would tighten up because I was so out of shape. I broke out everywhere. Like I still can remember feeling like right here. There it is right there. There's like a little spot in my skin where I have just like a really, oh gosh, like you can see it if you look really closely, maybe, but it's like a place where I used to just always get huge breakouts on the side of my face, from such a poor diet. And so I slowly worked my way up to 3 miles in the morning, 3 miles at night. Plus I was working all the time and on my feet, and how I worked around that was all the jobs everybody didn't want to do at work. Instead of getting upset about it, I decided to be grateful that I had a job. And I took every single opportunity to make a workout out of everything. And so I would push myself harder, I would walk faster, I would pick up more than everybody else, and even the guys who lifted weights. Like, I really pushed myself. Between that and eating really clean, and no matter what, like, I would get anxiety like it was Christmas the night before that I had a workout the next morning, and I'd wake up at like 3 because I'd be so worked up about it that I was not gonna miss my workout. And I would literally do, like, I would dance in the living room at the dorm, and like do Zumba workout classes to like calm myself for like 45 minutes, and I wouldn't fall asleep till like 4:30, and then I would get up at like 5 to get in my as many miles as I told myself I would do. And that's really how that happened. And I knew my weight, and I weighed myself. I don't remember how often, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was every other day. And it wasn't judging and being hard on myself with my weight. It was about a goal to get myself out of where I was. And I was just I was bent on not being there anymore. So now flash forward to getting pretty close to where I was when I had lost all that weight. I'm definitely making more money than I'm doing pretty well. Definitely making more money than I was back then. And I have quite a bit of credentials behind my back, behind me now. And I'm in a place where I need to start deciding what exactly it is I'm going to do. And so my cousins came into town, and they invited me to dinner, which was so great. And we're sitting there and talking, just like laughing, and it just felt natural. And I honestly haven't had that in years. I really haven't, because of all the drama and sadness going on in our family. Our mom really kind of pinned me and my sisters against each other because she tried to get information out of us about what my dad would say, because he would just shut her out so badly. I'm not saying that, listen, like, anybody in my family can watch this YouTube vlog and say, oh, McKenna is on her side or on Dad's side. I'm not on anybody's side. I'm on the side of telling my version. That's the side I'm on, just so we're clear. And so we would get pinned against each other. So whether it was because my dad was justified in it because my mom did have a lot of issues, and she would get super angry, and she would pick a fight and pick it. She was never wrong, ever. She wouldn't apologize. She was not wrong. And then he would just shut her out, and then she would feel bad, and then he would, to find satisfaction in it and to start, he just would shut her out forever. And then it just turned into like weeks of this constant fighting in our house. And then the abuse would go on to us kids because she was so unhappy. And it was awful. And so our relationships had suffered. And then I've got a sister who really got caught up in a lot of the drama with the divorce. And my mom said stuff she shouldn't have said, and it mortified her. And it's really hurt her self-esteem. And then I've got the 2 youngest siblings who are just like silently suffering because they don't have a mom. Their dad has cancer. Their oldest sister's far away. And my other 2 sisters, I love you, but you're working on yourselves too. And it's just not easy right now, or it's never been. And they have a lot of needs that just aren't met, and it's hard. And so I'm realizing, though, that what's hitting me tonight is it doesn't matter how much weight I lose, how blonde I make my hair, how tan I get, how perfect my teeth look, how much money I make, where I live. Those relationships are probably always going to suffer. There's not really much I can do about it. I've already done as much as I could do. And then my mom's not going to come back. And then my dad is going to still have cancer. And then the pain from my childhood is still going to be there. That is really tough. And that's really what I've been working through lately. And it feels really lonely. It really does. And then I'm out in the dating world, and I swear they get turned off by my social media because of my before and afters, and it's just annoying because it's hard to justify taking those down simply because maybe somebody might not like it, because it is a part of me and it's part of why I'm stronger. There are probably about a million other really great things I can say about them. But honestly, I'm just kind of frustrated right now with the whole dating scene and a little disappointed. Not gonna lie. So, but I'm gonna keep going, don't you worry. But I want my aunts and uncles to know that I really love them and I really appreciate the time that we've had, and my friends, Tasha and Whitney. Tasha's in Utah, Whitney's in Idaho, and they're pretty fabulous. They really are. And because no matter what, but that's just sort of kind of where I'm at, and this YouTube vlog probably won't have a cute little cover photo, but it's real.